Hi, this is Linda with Watery Wishes, and today I have the unboxing of the Simon Says Stamp July card kit. It comes with 3 pre-scored A2 size cards. It comes with this beautiful salmon glitter paper. Comes with a dull pink envelope and some SSS double-sided adhesive foam. 12 double-sided sheets of Cartabella Summer Splash 6x6 paper, and the video doesn't give this paper justice. It's just so bright and summery and just gorgeous. And the paper with the overhead shots are just really beautiful. Okay, so then we have the Sunshine and Good Times mini puffy icon stickers. And the Sunshine and Good Times sticker book, which I'll open up and flip through. And the stickers in this are transparent, so when you pull them off, I don't know how well you're going to see this here, you can actually see my thumb through it. I actually end up pulling the whole thing off by accident and have to stick it back on. And they have some lovely summery stickers. I'm collecting all my sticker books and everything from these kits for my niece, who absolutely loves stickers and anything sparkly and pretty. So I don't tend to use them in my cards, but when my niece comes up here next, she's going to absolutely love them. So this is the One Cool Pineapple stamp set that comes in the kit, and I'll be using that flamingo in the card in this video. And it says, wishing you a happy birthday, you're one cool pineapple, you bring the sunshine, be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons, stuck on you, and you're one in a melon. And this is the flamingo die, which I've actually already used in an art journal. We have these beautiful sequins, if I can just figure out what they're called. Summer gold sequins. And then we have some island blue, bright yellow, dull pink, and leaf green cardstock. So you get the 4 sheets of cardstock, I think it's 6x8 stamp set, the flamingo die, the summer gold sequins, the translucent stamps and the translucent stickers and the puffy stickers, the 6x6 paper pad, the SSS double-sided foam adhesive, the dull pink envelope, the salmon glitter paper, and I just remembered the pre-scored cards, and that's the kit for July. Now onto the card. So, because I hadn't used this stamp before, I got out my new Tim Holtz travel platform because I wanted to use it as well, and I'm using some archival ink in watering can simply because it's one of the only grey inks I have. And it was good that I used the platform for the first couple of stampings because it didn't stamp well the first time. Most stamps don't, that's quite normal, and I didn't prep the stamp in any way. But once I'd stamped it a couple of times, I 86 got rid of the travel platform and just continued stamping the rest of the pattern papers with an acrylic block. So here I'm just stamping the flamingo over and over again on the background to create a grey and white flamingo pattern. And it doesn't have to be exact. No one's going to look at it and go, oh, that flamingo is a little bit more to the right and a little bit up higher than the next one. So my advice when doing something like this with a decent sized stamp is just get it as well as you can. As long as you're covering up a lot of that space, no one's really going to look at it. And the only one that's going to notice that it's a little bit out is you. So just get it done. And make sure you go off the edges of the card, of the paper. See? Now it just gets faster because I know the stamp is going to stamp really well every time now. So I can go a lot faster now. It's just that original stamping on a brand new stamp, you want to make sure that you can stamp it in the same spot again. So a stamping positioning tool is really essential. Well, not essential, but really handy. So here I'm stamping some more of the flamingos in Memento Tuxedo Black because I'm going to Copic color them. I end up having to stamp another one because I stuffed up the coloring on one. And this will move into frame in a second. I sort of suck at getting tight shots into frame. And because I'm using the RV52 and the RV55, there's a bit of a gap, so I end up doing a bit of tip to tip just to get them to blend a little bit. It's not perfect colouring. I'm only using 2. You could just use the 1. I don't think it really makes that much difference. And I did look up flamingos before I coloured these, and they tend to have orange legs, but I didn't want to use another colour, so I just used pink. And I end up doing the beaks in a C1, C00, and a black marker that isn't a Copic, but it is an alcohol marker on the tip. And that's just because I've got some cheap markers before I bought my Copics. So I still pull them out every now and then. And I'm going to make my own sentiment here. And I'm using the well-connected alphabet and numbers from My Favourite Things. And a stamp from a Hero art set that I don't think you can buy anymore. I think it was part of a kit. And it says amazing. So I've pulled out all of my letters that I'm going to use and just placed them all on the acetate, on the flip side bit of acetate from the stamp set. And because I'm doing 3 cards, I'm stamping them all at the same time. And when you're just stamping a word like this, it goes really quickly. Unlike when you're doing like a whole sentence of personalized sentiments. So the sentiment is going to read, flocking awesome. So as soon as I saw that flamingo, I thought I'm going to do a card that says flocking awesome. So It's a bit of a punny swear, but oh well. And I'm going to do the Awesome in black. I did the flocking in picked raspberry, distress ink. And I looked at the pink paper that came in the kit, the doll pink, and it didn't quite go with the picked raspberry. So what I do is I get a bit of cardstock and I just swipe the picked raspberry oxide ink over it and create my own coloured paper. I mean, you probably could use the doll pink, but I'm just incredibly OCD about things like that. It was just, yeah, it wasn't quite close enough for me. So now I'm going to stick all the flamingos to the sentiment strips, and they're not all the same. So, oh, this is me just testing out the pink. And I mean, a great tip is if you don't have the coloured cardstock but you've got inks, use them. Dive into your stash, and if you're stamping a sentiment that's in a coloured ink, whether it be dye or pigment, you can usually just use it on some cardstock and create your own coloured cardstock for a matting or whatever you need. So I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp pre-scored cards. I just folded them and scored them down with my bone folder. Now I'm placing the pattern paper flamingo onto some slate grey cardstock, also from Simon Says Stamp. Then I just place those onto the card fronts. As always, with liquid adhesive, less is more, but the less you have, the less wiggle room you have for time to get it straight. So, especially with the really, really tacky stuff. But that's fine. Now I stick all the flamingos to the sentiment strips. Just sticking a little bit of glue on the legs and the bums of the flamingos. And I chose the flamingos, I mean, they're really cute, and I love them. But I also saw a lot of people using the watermelon and the pineapple and the sun and the cactus, and I thought, I wanted to do a card that was all about the flamingo, because when I was watching a lot of these other videos using their card kits, I really didn't see much of the flamingo being used, and it might just be the YouTubers I watch, so weren't using it. There's probably some out there, and here is where I figure out that it's a little bit long and I had to chop it off. And then on the second one I discover that I've got to chop little bits of the tags off underneath the flamingo bum, and then I put them all on, which you didn't need to see me do that 3 times. And I've used a little bit of clear Nuvo on the beak, and I'm using some, I don't know what it is, it's the glittery one. I always forget what it's called. The clear glitter one. And here's the finished cards. I absolutely loved how these came out. And the sentiment's wonky, but it's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. So, I hope you enjoyed this video and this unboxing. If you did like it, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, have fun crafting your imagination. Bye.